Hey there, girlfriend. Real quick, I wanted to let you know about something super special that I created just for you during this holiday season. My 8 tips on how to have a stress-free, happy, joyous, and sane holiday season. We know this time of year brings so much pressure, stress, maybe some drama, and overwhelm, tears, usually. And, it's 2020, so we know it's probably going to be amped up. And it doesn't have to be that way. That's why I've created this guide just for you. 8 super simple tips on remaining that stress-free, happy, joyous, and sane through the holiday season, packed with so much good info plus affirmations. Head on over to katrinalelly.co/holiday guide. Or you can head on over to my Instagram bio, hit the link in my bio, and it'll get you right there as well. katrinalelly.co/holiday guide. You are not going to want to miss this. Welcome to the Just As We Are podcast. I'm Katrina Lelly, a wife, mom in recovery, certified life and transformation strategist, community cultivator, lover of people, and student of life. Each week, I'll bring you love, inspiration, share the harder things people are afraid to talk about, and guests who are willing to shine their light for you. I give you self-care practices and mindset tips to help you shatter the negative stories you tell yourself. Now is the time to step into the beautiful, loved, whole woman you already are. Let's walk this journey together. Welcome back to the Just As We Are podcast. I want to tell you all how amazing you are, and I am just incredibly grateful for the God-given gifts that I have received for my purpose and my vision, and in which I get to turn around and share with you, and I'm incredibly grateful for an audience who continues to show up every week, 2 times a week, for me to help me get my mission out there. And, today, the time this episode drops, it'll be the day before Thanksgiving. And wow, what a year 2020 has been, right? And what a month November has been. This month has been heavy in the energy world. It's been so much, no matter what side of the coin you're on, no matter where you stand. And I'm truly hoping that 2021, we really begin to see our country come back together, see people be reunited in love and compassion and kindness for one another. But, tomorrow will be Thanksgiving, and I want to wish you all a very happy Thanksgiving. And with that, this episode, I want to share with you guys a few tips, a few suggestions on how to remain stress-free, happy, joyous, and sane through the holidays. I think this is so important because the holidays come upon us and all of a sudden everybody's like, oh my gosh, stress, a time that we're supposed to spend with family, be present, really be reminded of the joy of living and being in relationship with others. But it tends to go into this stress mode because we automatically, things are being thrown in our faces. We're supposed to be making plans, especially plans with family members we really don't want to see or be with. And, got to get all the presents, and people are strapped for cash or whatever your stress is. That's what's promoted a lot during the holidays. And it's sad to me. It's really just sad. So I wanted to put out this holiday guide and just a few tips for you guys. This is for you and such an important episode. And I'm sending this out to, if you're on my email list or you want to get on my email list, so you can get this guide in printed form. I may change it up a little bit here and there. But guys, these are just a few things that are really going to help you get through this holiday season at a place where you get to spend it how you want to, and you get to spend it having fun with your family, being with your family, being reminded the reason for the season. So use this through the rest of the season. Heck, use it every freaking day because all of it is going to be good and gold for you. So your guide to remaining stress-free, happy, joyous, and sane through the holidays. Number one, first of all, set your intention. What do I mean by that? Katrina, what the heck do you mean by set your intention? How do you want to be during the holiday season? How do you want to feel during the holiday season? How do you want your family to be and feel? Now, granted, we know we don't have control over other people, places, or things, but what do you want it to look like? What is your intention for this holiday season? Do you want it to be spent with people you love and enjoy being in company with? Or do you want it to be a time focused on your children and really loving them? Do you want it to be a time where you're stress-free, you're filled with excitement, you're filled with joy, and you're able to go with the flow? Set your intention on what you want this holiday season to look like. Most of the time, we don't make a plan on how we want our life to look or how we want this week to look. We don't make a plan. We just kind of figure it out along the way. And that does not necessarily work. That's not working. If you're stressed already, if you're not happy, you're not joyous, and you're feeling like you're going a little insane, it's not working. So set your intention. Really decide, how do I want to be during this holiday season? Who do I want to spend this time with? How do I want to spend this time? What am I willing to do? What am I not willing to do? That brings me to number 2. Make your plan. Okay? I'm especially speaking to you ladies or you mamas more so. Make your plan. Okay? Not what your in-laws' plan is, what your parents' plans are. What do you and your significant other or your husband want your plan to be? Early on, when the twins were little, Josh and I had set a plan and decided we were not going to run around to everybody else's houses because it was just stressful. We had twins and a 3-year-old. It was way too stressful for us. Packing up all of our stuff, getting in and out. I remember as a kid, and I know this is true for many families, as a kid, we hurried up, we opened presents in the morning. I think we would have breakfast, but then we'd have to go and get ready and get dressed to go to my grandma's house on my dad's side of the family, which was fine because we had a great time up there. But at the same time, we just opened all of our presents and we didn't even get to play with them. We didn't get to enjoy what we had just opened. And then we had to be back home by a certain time because then my mom's side of the family was coming over to our house. And so it was a lot. It was stressful. It was a lot, like going back and forth and having all the things going on. And that can be stressful for parents, right? Some of you may really love doing that, and that's totally fine. But make your plan. What do you want to do? We are way too caught up in thinking we have to go be with whomever, usually with family because they're family. And that's not necessarily true. Invite them over to your house if you don't want to go. You don't have to do what everybody else wants you to do. You don't have to do the every year tradition. Change it up this year. I mean, many of us are going to have to change it up this year because that's just the way the world is right now. But make your plan. Let it be yours. You will enjoy this time way more when you do that. Number 3, decide what you're willing to do and what you're not willing to do. That goes along with making your plan. Who are you willing to spend time with? What are you willing to do or contribute? What are you not willing to do? Who are you not willing to spend time with? What is it that you want to do, and get super clear on it? This allows you and gives you the foundation for saying no when you need to say no, or when you really want to say no. Get clear. Take ownership. This is your holiday. This is your family, especially if you have kids. Get really clear. Are you hosting at your house? Great. Are you willing to make all of the food? I would hope not. Quite honestly, I would hope not. Unless that's your thing, that's fine. I think that's great. I like to do that, sometimes too. We don't have the same holiday every year, you guys. It's always different. But get really clear. Decide what you're willing to do and not do, and who you're willing to spend time with and who you're not willing to spend time with. And whoever it is, whatever it is totally okay. Because this is about your happiness. This is about spending time with your family. Number 4, some of you are not going to like this one. Limit your alcohol consumption. You guys, alcohol only amplifies the issues in our mind, in our brain. They make us foggy, unclear-headed. We aren't able to make sound decisions. Spending time with people probably sounds a lot more fun when you've had a few glasses of wine than in reality when you're more clear-headed. But limit your alcohol consumption overall because things do get amplified. Okay? You won't feel as sluggish. You won't feel as brain foggy. You will show up more clear and present in who you want to be and how you want to be. Number 5 is flow with. Flow with. This is allowing you to surrender. This is allowing yourself to go with the flow when things get changed around or things happen or your kids show up and they're a little crabby or your 2-year-old throws a tantrum. Like, flow with. Allow things to be as they are. If you have a plan in place, if you followed the first 3 at least, you have this plan in place, you are more apt to set yourself up to succeed. But guess what? Stuff happens. So allow yourself to flow with. This allows you to lower your expectations. And this is for you perfectionists who think everything has to look a certain way. The table needs to be set exactly right or whatever the deal is. But flow with. Number 6 is speak up. Speak up. This should probably be higher up on the list, but this is in which the order that it was downloaded to me. Speak up. So this comes with making your plan, deciding what you're willing to do and not do, but speaking up. What is it you want to do? This is your life. You get to create it. This is your holiday. You get to decide how you want to spend it, who you want to be with. And if you don't like the way things are being done, speak up and share that in a very loving and kind way. But your voice is not going to be heard. You might be surprised, you guys. When you speak up and say, I really don't like going to the in-laws every year. This isn't a true story for me, by the way. Your sister-in-law may say the same thing. And then you might come up with a different idea. Or maybe your mother-in-law really doesn't like hosting, but she's felt obligated to host because she's the grandma. And, maybe that's not necessarily true for her. She doesn't want to host. Maybe she wants to come to your house. But you'll never know unless you speak up. We have to have open communication, more conversations. Number 7 is allow yourself to be surprised. This has to do with lowering your expectations, going with the flow, but allow yourself to be surprised. Get curious. Be on the kids' level. Get in that childlike state. Have fun. Allow yourself to be surprised. If you go in with the mindset, this is not going to be fun, this is going to be stressful, I'm not going to enjoy this, I'm not going to like this, then that's what you're going to get. So allow yourself to be surprised. Open up your mind. Open up your aura, whatever it is you want to call it, to that, okay? Number 8. And again, this one should be moved up the list. These are in no particular order, you guys. And take what you like and leave the rest. I don't care. But number 8 is move your body. On that day, before that day, every single day, all the way through, whatever it is. Move your body, though. Allow yourself to move the energy. Get the flows going. This just will help put you in a better state of being in general. How awesome do you feel after a workout? How your endorphins are up, what's that called? Oh my gosh, dopamine, whatever, is not coming to me. But all of that is up and it's flowing and you're going to show up differently had you not moved your body, okay? So important. Number 9, ground yourself. Ground yourself. So this comes with practicing prayer, meditation, journaling, reading a little bit of a book, going for a walk, listening to some binaural beats, which you guys, I've found not so long ago and I really love on YouTube. BINAURAL, binaural beats. They have different frequencies. They're just frequencies and sounds and it's so awesome. Breath work, ground yourself, pray to God. God, just allow me to be present. Allow me to enjoy this time. I ask that you take any worry, anxiety, or fear from me. I ask that you show up in the moment, in the presence with my family and allow me to see you through them. Whatever the prayer is, okay? And number 10 is let it go. Let it go. You guys are all going to start hearing that song now. But number 10 is let it go. Okay? Whatever occurs during this season, occurs during this time that will get you stressed out or that gets you overwhelmed or that you're dying to have control over or you're building a resentment against, let it go. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. Give it to God, turn it over, surrender. It kind of goes with grounding yourself. But all of these things are so important in order for you to have a stress-free, happy, joyous, and sane holiday. Because we all deserve to show up to be our very best. We all deserve to enjoy this time. It doesn't have to be what the media, the stores, all of that tries to make it to be. And it's definitely not what we see on TV. Okay? It's not a Hallmark movie. It's real life. I love Hallmark movies too. Don't worry. But it's real life. It's real life, you guys. And I want you to enjoy this time. I want you to be with your family. I want you to do what you want to do with your husband, of course. Right? Okay? We're giving our power away. We often, I hear too often that we had to run to this house and then we have to be here and then, all the things. No. It doesn't have to be all the things. It gets to be just the thing. And sometimes that is putting some of these things into place. Like I said, take what you like, leave the rest. I don't care. But in order to, it's been 2020, so we all think, oh, of course, wait, here comes the holidays. It's going to be, what's next? And quit buying into that crap. Just quit buying into that story. Create your own story. What do you want this season to look like? How do you want it to feel? How do you want to be? How do you want to be, more importantly, despite what's going on around you? It's possible to remain at peace amongst all of the chaos, you guys. It's absolutely possible. I promise you. And if you take some of these things, if you take all of these things and implement them into your holiday season, you're going to experience that peace. So I hope you guys found this very helpful. Please make sure you share it with your friend who you know needs to hear these things because they're already stressing out and they're already going a little insane over the holidays. And if you guys wanted this in print format form, go to katrinalelli.co. You guys can download it there, or you can go to my Instagram bio and click on the link and it'll be available there. But I'm making this a printed guide for all of you to have, because maybe you need to carry it around in your back pocket to be reminded, oh, what can I do right now? I'm feeling really stressed. I'm feeling really like, I want to take somebody's head off. Pull the guide out. Just give it a read and breathe. I promise everything will be okay. So I love you guys. Have an incredibly happy Thanksgiving. Be with your family. My prayers are for you in showing up in the most joyous, happy, peaceful way, and that you have so much fun doing so. I love you, and I'll talk to you soon. Wait, don't stop listening yet. Just as we are, fam, I so appreciate my listeners. And you know what would be so incredibly awesome? Is if you just took a few moments, headed on over to iTunes, and left me a 5-star review of the show. And if this episode resonated with you, share it with your communities. Tag me at Katrina Lelli. My message, my mission doesn't get out there without your help. Until next time.